Phil Wang, and welcome to Unspeakable. This is the brand new show about inventing brand new words, created by three amazing guests. Man, I love words so much. I'm currently reading the dictionary for the first time. I'm only on chapter 1, but already I describe it as amazing, awesome, accomplished, admirable, and aardvark. We'll be meeting our panel very shortly, but first, alongside me as our guide through this linguistic island is the world's greatest word lover, the sorceress of synonyms, it's Susie Dent. Susie, can you give us an example of a recently made-up word?
Yes, you know that situation when your best friend starts dating someone new and then you don't see them again for 6 months? They are hibernating.
Is there a word for when your friends aren't dating anyone but they still don't want to see you? Because I'm just curious, asking for... well, no, I'm not asking for a friend. Okay, now the challenge is, can our panel come up with any brand new words as cool and skibbity toilet as hibernating? Let's meet them and find out. Joining us for this episode are the brilliant Joe Brand, Lou Sanders, and Kiell Smith-Bynoe. How you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very well.
I love words.
Well,
I'm using some right now.
It's an honor to have all of you on, but Kiell, for Unspeakable, it's a particular honor because you came up with a new phrase in recent history that actually took off.
Oh dear.
I don't know if anyone remembers during the time of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, people started saying platyjubes, calling it Kiell came up with platyjubes.
You're welcome or sorry.
Of course, they didn't all take off. Kingy Coronation, Queenie Fewnie didn't really do as well. But,
There are so many of these, aren't there? So you have Cosy Lives, don't you, for cost of living?
Yeah.
Panny D, and I just recently found out that a Menti B is a mental breakdown.
I can't be held responsible for all of it. You're looking at me. I didn't do that.
Okay, right, let's play Unspeakable. Each of our guests has come armed with a brand new word of their own invention that describes an experience, emotion, object, or sensation that currently has no word to define it. To help cure that all too common feeling when we're quite literally lost for words. Whichever word created by our guests I deem to be the most useful for humanity will be added to the one true book of books. No, not that Delia Smith one where she's holding an egg on the front. I'm talking about the Unspeakable Dictionary. That's actually too good a prop for a radio show. That's really a waste. And that's not all. We've stretched our budget to breaking point to provide our winner with this fine object in my hand, the coveted Unspeakable bookmark. It's impractically thick. And the bookmark as well. So, let's jump right in with our first word, which comes from the mind of Joe Brand. Joe, please tell us your word, a brief definition, and why you're so keen for this to be created.
Well, the definition is if you're sitting in like a very quiet meeting, or you're at something quite serious like a funeral, or you're listening to one of your parents getting very upset, and suddenly your tummy rumbles really loudly, and they completely pretend it's not happening. They don't acknowledge it at all. So I chose this word because I love the original word I nicked it from, which is borborygmus, and it's borborygnorance.
So the act of pretending someone's tummy hasn't just rumbled.
Yeah, but only in formal situations, because if you're with your mates,
Yeah.
you don't care, do you?
Susie, nobody has a bigger appetite for new words than you. Did I just hear your tummy rumbling about borborygnorance?
Yes, okay, so we got borborygmus from New Latin, but actually it goes back to a Greek word for rumbling, and it was meant to be onomatopoeic, so it was meant to imitate the sound of your digestive juices doing their stuff. In English, it's been around since the 1720s, and it really reminded me of this brilliant made-up German word, which is Speichelgleichmut, and it translates as saliva stoicism. And this is pretending not to notice when someone spits on you in conversation.
I do that all the time. I don't know, why do you all do that? We're so polite to people when they spit on it. If someone intentionally spits on you, it's the most insulting thing a person can do. But if they accidentally do it, you feel so bad for them. Yeah. And you do that weird little eye twitch, like the little eye jerk thing, and they've seen you do the eye jerk. So then you just have to pretend that you just always do like a little weird eye jerk when you're talking to someone.
Apparently in America, they don't call it rumbling, they call it growling. And I thought, I'll have a little look, what's this all about? And I ended up on some really weird page where there were questions from teenage boys. And the first one I noticed was, how can I persuade a girl to let me listen to her stomach growling?
Wow.
I'd say maybe by not asking that question, first of all.
Gen A are different. They're different.
That came up on Countdown once, and I have no idea about the Urban Dictionary definition of this word. And I was telling everyone how it was brilliant. I think it was Charles Dickens gave us the growlery, which is a place where you go to growl if you're feeling really cross about something. And everyone else was killing themselves.
Sorry, what?
Anyway, back to Borber ignorance. I think Borber ignorance is a supreme word because it's one of those blends where you absolutely understand it straight away. So I think it's genius.
Thank you, Susie. And thank you, Joe. That's our first word in the show, Borber ignorance. Not to be confused with Bourbon ignorance, when you pretend you've got no idea what happened to the last biscuit.
It was a snackcident.
A snackcident is another good word. I'll be judging whether Borber ignorance is the most deserving of a place in the Unspeakable Dictionary at the end of the show. But thanks for bringing it in, Joe Brand. All right, our show is not just about creating neologisms, it's also about celebrating old logisms that don't get enough play. So, before we hear our panel's second new word, it's over to Susie to give us our regional word of the week.
Well, I'm going to take you back to Yorkshire a few centuries ago when delicious beer was known as Cuddle Me Buff. Which I think is gorgeous. You sit in a cosy corner with your Cuddle Me Buff.
It's a
Sounds
very
good to
cute
me.
word for alcoholism. Isn't it? Cuddle me buff. Oh, I've had a few too many Cuddle Me Muffs. Is that some...
Cuddle Me Buff, not Muff.
I did not say Cuddle Me Muff. I think you're hearing what you want to hear, Susie. I'm not saying Cuddle.
I've actually just been to a village in Ireland called Muff. Yeah, I have. I sent everyone a picture of it in a really childish way.
Were you there for business or pleasure?
Right, it's time for our second word of the show, and that's been brought to us by Kiell Smith-Bynoe. Kiell, please tell us your word, give a brief definition, and tell us why it matters so much to you.
I have come up with this word because I believe it encapsulates the feeling when you go on holiday and you want to show off to your friends about the weather, but it's hotter at home. And the word is solenvious.
Sol envious.
Yes.
Well, so you are envious of the sol in England?
Yeah,
Or
where you've
UK.
left.
Most people go on holiday to relax, and you go on holiday to make people jealous.
Yeah.
You go on holiday out of spite.
Yeah, it's so expensive. It's worth it, though.
What's the composition of a photo of yours that's designed to elicit envy back home?
Okay, we're talking poolside.
Yeah.
Couple of toes, not too many.
Yours or
Anyone's. Cocktail.
yeah?
Maybe a little bite. I don't know, some gyoza or something.
Gyoza, where are you? Swimming pool, cocktail, gyoza.
This is a part of it, you know. It's part of the experience.
people are
Oh, where
going,
is it? It must be so hot there. Yeah, that's all part of it. My last holiday was actually during the heat wave here, so I'm fuming about it. No, I was in Florida and it was like 29, and it was like 32 here.
I go on holiday in summer now to escape the heat. I am like, I need to go somewhere cool, like Cairo. Susie, what do you think about Solenvius?
Yeah, I like it. And Solendi almost sounds like either an ice cream or a holiday destination. There's one word to do with holidays that I've always really loved, but it's from Norwegian. I'm not sure I can know how to pronounce it, but it's something like gruglede, and it means to dread something happily. Because you know how you're really, really looking forward to going on holiday, but there's part of you that really dreads the whole slog of it, and then getting your passport, and then coming back with dirty washing and stuff. To dread something happily, I think that just is the human experience.
It's the British spirit, I think,
That's true.
to dread everything, to put a lot of time and effort and money into planning something you desperately don't want to do.
Very true.
I do think that in German they have some fantastic words. One of my favourite ones recently is Wanderpreisen, which is wandering presents. And they're those crap presents you give to people at Christmas that they wrap up and give to someone else the following year. But you've forgotten who. So, 2 years later, you get it back again.
Lou, are you much of a holiday snap poster?
Yeah, I feel bad about travelling on planes because of the planet, but I do it anyway, but I just do it more in secret. I say I cycled to LA. What are you talking about?
We also need a word for people who post pool photos with the caption "Today's office." Actually, we do have a word for them, but you can't say it on Radio 4. But will the sun be shining on Solenvius at the end of the show with a place in the Unspeakable dictionary? We'll find out soon, but thanks for bringing it in, Kiell Smith-Bynoe! Soon we'll be putting our third new word under our unspeakable microscope. But before that, let's go from being constructive to destructive. I'm going to ask our panelists to suggest a word they'd like to see permanently banned by setting it to the word jail. Come on, let's throw some words into the fire, which I cannot stress enough is not the same as burning books, okay? Lou, let's start with you. What would you like to bin?
Mistress, the word mistress, because there's no male equivalent, which I think is so awful. And what if I want to have a male mistress? I mean, I need a boyfriend first, but
Susie, how long has the dictionary had a mistress for? And is it time we ended this dalliance with the word mistress?
Well, since the 1300s, the word mistress has existed, and it was originally just the female counterpart to a master, so it was a woman in authority, and then it kind of took a dive and it became a woman who was in receipt of the man's favours, so to speak, and then to a woman with whom a man has a long-standing relationship other than his official partner or whatever.
I think the thing is there are lots of words that only apply to women.
Yeah.
Because for thousands of years, men thought they were so great.
Yeah.
They didn't need specific negative words like, I don't know, nag, harridan.
Yeah, but then at least you can call a man a slut for a bit of fun, and you can try and reclaim it.
Oh, not in my day. We admired them terribly.
But I think we should bin mistress unless we can get a male equivalent.
There is a male equivalent in Spain.
Oh,
Is it? I think it's do you know Susie? Is it Sancho? As in Sancho Panza in Don Quixote. I sound like I'm intelligent. I'm really not.
Sancho. So we could bring that over here, Sancho.
I think the more exciting one.
Mancho.
That do me.
Manstress.
Oh yeah, manstress. Manstress.
Manstress.
It's not sexy.
That's
but
a sort of
mistress.
all-round phrase you can use for just living with a husband.
Yeah.
If you look in the dictionary, the first bimbo and the first harlot, they were men, first of all. And then they just swapped over because, you're right, the dictionaries just don't like women very much.
And I think give men a chance to be little sluts. They might like it.
Oh, I think they've managed that on their own. They kind of don't really need a chance, do they? Really?
A hussy, the first meaning of hussy was a housewife. It comes from the Old English huswife. But immediately promiscuity kind of crept in. And how many men can be feisty, hormonal, bossy, promiscuous, etc., etc.?
Well, the two here are going to try. So that's mistress, a word which has been with us for centuries, as opposed to mistrust, who has gone in the blink of an eye. Okay, over to you, Joe. What word would you like to be banished to oblivion?
Well, it won't make any sense if I just say the words. I have to use a prefix to it, but it's the goat, which basically means, it's an acronym, isn't it? The greatest of all time. I just really, really don't like it because when I first heard it, I didn't know it meant that. And I had someone on the telly going, "She's the goat." And I thought, that's very unkind. And why can't they just say, "You're great"?
So you take issue with the fact that
anyone.
goats are the worst animals of all time.
They are sinister.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I do. The way they look at you is really weird. I don't know if you've ever had a staring match with a goat. I have. And I just think they could find something a little bit more elevated than going, "You're the goat" to people. It's just not nice.
Oh, yes, Susie, what do you think of the word goat?
One of the first word origins I remember thinking, oh, wow, is that tragedy comes from the Greek for goat song. And I remember thinking, why? Until someone said to me, have you ever heard a goat sing? But I think it's because they were sacrificed at Greek tragedies and things. Anyway.
Or they love steps.
Yes. But anyway, the first use of goat for greatest of all time was probably in the 1960s when Muhammad Ali referred to himself not just as the greatest, but as the greatest of all time. So that kind of set it in stone. And then goat, as it's used today, sort of really took off in the 1990s.
I mean, I have to say, Susie, with you saying, what was it, the goat song? Tragedy.
Yeah, goat song, tragedy, yeah.
I think also if you go to Latin, there's some brilliant words. I was very disappointed to find out that placenta in Latin means cake.
Yes. It does. That's why
You
we
do
eat
have one
it.
on your birthday, to be fair.
I had a placenta, absolutely.
Kiell, what word are you chucking in the semantic sin bin?
So I'm in a group chat. It's no pens, and it's a football group chat.
Oh.
And for people that play football, not people that watch football. And one person will book the pitch, and then they will say, "Oh, it's cost this much, so 14 people played, so it's this much." Now, someone, I don't know who, started saying, "These are the clams," as in the money owed. And I hate it. And it happens every single week.
Same person?
No, just like whoever's booked it will say clams in here. Or like, this is the account details for clamming. It's bad, isn't it? Yeah, it's bad. I'm going to add all of you to that group.
I think it also comes off of a very British thing of feeling embarrassed to ask for money. So you have to kind of couch it under some cutesy language.
Right.
You know, bung some old quid in here. You know, we're too nervous to say, "Give me the money you owe me."
Right.
Yeah.
So you throw some clams in the pot, or you have to come up with a whole fun.
Can't you
know?
actually send him some actual clams in a box? And then that might shut him up. I would.
Susie, tell us more about clams.
Yeah, well, Joe wasn't too far from the truth, actually, in terms of sending real clams, because they may have been used originally. So it's US, and it was slang for a dollar bill. And it may have originated amongst indigenous peoples who used shells, beads, and that kind of thing as currency. But actually, I think group chats have quite a lot to answer for. I was in a group chat for my kids' class, and one woman was complaining about this girl in the class who was really getting on her nerves. She was quite bossy, and she wrote, trouble is, she's such a prima donna. Only she wrote prima donna is in pre before, and then Madonna the pop star. Which I loved. I didn't say anything. But I think also with clamming, we all know someone whose wallet kind of clams up whenever they have to, pay for something. And there is this great word, which I loved finding from the 17th century, which is lansprissado. And it's defined as he that comes into company with but 2 pence in his pocket. We all know one of those, don't we?
So, Kiell will be happy as a clam if we send clams to the depths. Now, before we throw away the key to the word jail, I can see that our studio audience has the whiff of blood in their noses. So let's ask them if they have any words they'd like to ban forever. Ali from Vauxhall, Hi, Ali. Would you tell us the word you want to get rid of?
So it's not a specific word in general, but it's when you play Scrabble, it's those annoying 2-letter words that people come out with right at the end of the game that kind of trumps it, and they do it on a triple letter or triple letter score. And it's I think there's a word which is QI.
Yeah.
I don't know what it actually means, but if you're a Scrabble player, it's one that you always have in your arsenal. So it's kind of an annoying one if you play Scrabble for this. That's the only reason.
I think that's fair enough. They're very smug when they put down that QI. And annoyingly, it's pronounced chi, which means spiritual balance. So you feel quite bad about getting angry about it. Thank you, Ali. Sarah from Bromley.
Hello. I'd like to get rid of the word literally.
Yes, please. Literally, yes. Why do you hate literally so much, Sarah?
Well, I literally work with teenagers, and I literally have it all day long, and then I go home to teenage girls who literally are driving me nuts in the summer holiday.
Literally driving you nuts would be interesting.
Well, it sounds like Sarah literally needed this night out tonight.
I actually did.
Thank you, everyone, for your contributions. Back to the more wholesome business of creating some brand new words. I'm going to ask our final proposer, Lou Sanders. Please give us your word, what it means, and why it matters to you.
My word is waxent, and it's when you take on somebody else's accent. And I did get in a lot of trouble in the West Indies.
I'm so glad you've come up with this word because it happens all the time and people do it without realizing. Because I grew up sort of going to international schools and stuff. I've never really had my I've never really had my own accent, so I'll just pick up whatever I'm around. When I started uni, I was really good friends with a Northern Irish guy, and in 2 weeks I sounded like I was from Belfast. I just love picking it up.
And people do the intonations as well. Like my friend moved to Australia and then she started speaking like everything was a question, because that's how they speak there. So it is weird. I think it shows a weakness of character. Sorry, I think it shows a weakness of character.
My rule of thumb with accents is I think you're allowed to do their accent if we've had a war with that country where both sides had the same weapons.
It does involve a lot of knowledge of history.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Susie, whack us with some waxent info, would you?
I think it's quite a nifty blend, and we all know I once got a detention by my chemistry teacher for mimicking her Scottish accent. But I have to say I understand it because I think it's a natural instinct, and it's a bit like yawning. Yawning is incredibly contagious. When one person yawns, you yawn as well. It's called echopraxis, and I think it's the same with accents as well. And also, yawning apparently is even more contagious if the yawner and the yawnee know each other really well, like they're lovers or related or whatever, rather than complete strangers. And it's the same with accents as well, but I think it's just a spontaneous need to kind of fit in.
I like waxing, and people must love me because they yawn at me all the time. I haven't even yawned, and people are yawning at me, and I'm like, let's slow down, let's have dinner first. Kiell and Joe, do you ever fall victim to a little waxenting yourself?
Well, I don't, because I can't do accents at all, even if someone did one in front of me.
Right.
I might even unconsciously try, but it would be terrible. Like, hello! That sort of thing. That's Scotland.
That was good. I thought that was good.
Kiell, you're a very good actor.
Thank you.
Do you have a big cache of accents?
Yeah. I turn it on. I actively turn it on, so it never comes on automatically.
What accents can you do? I can't imagine
what's
you doing
your
an
favourite?
accent.
What's
Can't
your best?
imagine.
No, I can't. I know you're a good actor, but I cannot imagine you doing an accent.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a time I had to make up an accent for. So I did Death in Paradise, which I think we can talk about because it's a BBC show, and that place doesn't actually exist. It's shot in Guadeloupe, but the fictional place that it's shot in isn't a real place. So they ask you to do General Caribbean, which doesn't exist.
Now, you would have liked that, Lou.
Yeah, I would have loved that. Yeah, is Ralph Little doing General Caribbean?
Oh, yeah.
General Caribbean sounds like a brutal dictator. So there we have Lou's choice for taking on another accent by mistake, Waxent, as opposed to doing it deliberately, which will get you the Saxent. So now we have all three words that our celebrities have brought to the show. Borber ignorance from Joe Brand, Solenvius from Kiell Smith-Bynoe, and Waxent from Lou Sanders. The question is, which one deserves a place in the prestigious Unspeakable dictionary? Anyone hoping for a fair and democratic result can look elsewhere. This is the dictatorship of Wangtopia, General Caribbean himself. And my word is final. I say my word, I mean the winning guest's word, which I have decided is Waxent. I love Waxent, I do it all the time. So congratulations, Lou.
What a feeling.
You didn't think you were going to win that?
No, I was just stretching, and then I heard my name. I just want to thank a few people.
You didn't even prepare a speech. You didn't. Before we go, we have just enough time to see if our studio audience have any suggestions for the Unspeakable dictionary. We have Andy from Bromley.
Hi there.
What's your word, Andy?
My word is carpetulance,
Oh, okay.
which is when you're hoovering over a particularly stubborn piece of fluff.
Our final word goes to Susie. Susie, give us one more for the road.
I give you litibulate. So, Phil, you and I could go litibulating.
Let's keep this professional.
It's from the 17th century, and to litibulate, when it all gets too much, it's just to find a corner and hide in it.
Aww.
Quite nice.
That's just what I call clubbing. But would Dirty Dancing have been as big a hit if Swayze had said nobody makes baby litibulate?
Yes.
And that brings us to the end of the show. We're all off on holiday to Egypt. Our friends are going to be jealous of the weather. Hopefully we won't pick up the accent, but if you hear our stomachs rumbling, we've all had one too many cuddle me buffs. Thank you very much to Susie Dent and to our guests, Joe Brand, Lou Sanders, and Kiell Smith-Bynoe. I'm Phil Wang, and this has been Unspeakable. Good night! Unspeakable was presented by Phil Wang and Susie Dent, and guests Joe Brand, Lou Sanders, and Kiell Smith-Bynoe. It was devised by Joe Varley, additional material was written by Matthew Crosby, and producer was John Harvey. It's a Brown Bread production for BBC Radio 4.